Hello everyone, this is Pam, Rose City Stitcher, coming to you with my May update of my cross stitching. This is a channel about cross stitch, so if that's what you're here to see, you're in the right place. Thank you for all my returning subscribers, and thank you for anybody that's new here. I hope you enjoy what you see. Thanks for taking time out of your day to watch my video. Today is Saturday, May 31st, so the last day of May, so I wanted to kind of get this video up before June starts. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right in so I can show you what I stitched in May and what my June plans are. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my progress on my two Whip Go projects. Those of you that have been here before, you know my Whip Go projects are all the Fancy Ladies and my Mill Hill kits. And for the month of May, they were both Fancy Ladies that were chosen. So the first one is Solo Toi by Nora Corbett. So it's this one here. And she stitched on Flapper Opalescent by Picture This Plus. And there's my progress. You can see I made a lot of good progress. I stitched all of her hair. There's a lot of colors in there, but I'm really pleased with my progress on that. I don't lack a whole lot. If you see, there's not just a whole lot of her hair left. So, yeah, so she's coming right along. I was very pleased with that progress. And then the other one was my Strawberry Fairy by Soda Stitch. And that's this one here. And I made good progress. This is on a Artiste fabric by 14 count vintage blue Artiste. This is what you can pick up at Hobby Lobby. And again, I made good progress. I stitched all that purple in her hair. So now I've kind of got the outline of her face. So it's looking really good. I really like her on this fabric. This fabric is kind of mottled. I think you can kind of see it a little bit. So that's Strawberry Fairy. So those were my two Whip Go projects. I didn't have any finishes this month. Okay, so then let's look at my plans. I've used my deck of whips game to pick my whips. So let me show you how we did on that. The first one was going to be a new start. I had picked new start, and I knew right away it was going to be my calendar crates, my June calendar crates by Stitching with the Housewives. And it's on the called for black Ada. And I made it was a pretty substantial start on it. There's where I'm at. So I've almost stitched all of the top of the strawberries. And we'll be getting ready to stitch the house. So like I said, it's not going to be done for June like I had hoped, but I'm hoping to still work on this in June. Or in July. No, June. Sorry. I'm hoping to work on it in June, so maybe I will still get it finished in June, even if it doesn't get to hang up. It'll be ready for next year. So the next one, this one was not part of my plans, but I wanted to stitch on it. I was having so much fun with this in April that I wanted to spend a little more time on it in May, and that is my Bunny's Bakery. As I told you, I didn't have a lot left on it, so I'm like, I'm going to just stitch just a little bit more on that. And so I did. I stitched the bunny, all that brown. I went ahead and stitched because it's just so cute. I just love this project so much. So this one I am hoping to finish this year. I'm hoping one of the months will be like, work towards a finish, and all of these that are kind of close to a finish, and we'll pull them out and do that. All right, so next, my Sabbath stitching. I actually did not get very much done on this one because I was out of town several 2 of the weekends, and I didn't take my stitching with me. But that's like this, I know. And I think I stitched maybe a leaf maybe, and I did stitch a row of the church. That's really all I did. I did not really spend very much time. And I won't be able to work on it tomorrow because tomorrow I'm at church all day because we're getting ready for Vacation Bible School. So I know I won't get any stitching done tomorrow at all. So but hopefully after that it'll slow down a little bit and I'll be able to get back to that. All right, and next my Christmas Village was called twice because it was to work on a series, and I thought it'd be, since I pulled that number 6 card twice, I might as well just double up because I really need to work on it. So working on this for 6 days. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. It's like my Whipco projects I worked on for 4 days. My deck of whips pieces I work on for 3. But since this one was drawn twice, I worked on it for 6. So I got a whole lot done. This one, I just started this section, and I got all of that house, the top of the roof done. Really pleased. So let me show you the whole thing. This is on Mushroom Lugana. I don't know if I told you what the other ones were on. Okay, so you can see there's where I'm at. So I'm almost done with this. When I finish that, we'll be done with the first row. So again, this is another one I'll probably be pulling out. I really want to get that finished also. So I was very, very pleased with the progress on that one. And then let's see. Oh, I stitched on excuse me, I got what was it? A full coverage piece. And I chose the secret door. The story keep. And I did stitch on it for 3 days. I got about 500 stitches in. And I came across, I told you I thought that I was at the end. Well, I was not even close to the end. So that was what I did. I just continued working over and down, trying to get to the end. This is on 18 count, Ada. There we go. So there she is. And I tried to fill in a lot of the little gaps that I had. I had a lot of little holes. I tried to fill in some of those also. That took some time. Like I said, I've decided full coverage is not really my favorite. I don't know. I love the patterns. I love the pictures, but stitching them, I just like to see more progress after so many days. But anyway, I did make some progress on that. And then the last one was my random number generator. It was supposed to be 4th of July rules. And unfortunately, I did not get to that one. Like I said, with me being out of town 2 of the weekends and not stitching those weekends, one of the weekends I was gone Friday through Monday. Another one I was gone Saturday and Sunday. So because of that kind of interfered a little bit with my stitching time. So I didn't get to that last one. So that's all my stitching, kind of fast and furious going through those. So now I'm going to go ahead and go over my June plans. My June plans are going to be different. I'm not going to do my deck of whips game because I kind of want to mood stitch my summer projects. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm afraid if I did my deck of whips, I would end up not really wanting to stitch on those because I'm really in the mood for some summer stitching. So that's what I pulled out. These are kind of a pile of possibilities of what I think I'm going to be stitching on in the month of June. So first, let me show you the 2 Whipco calls. So again, they were 2 fancy ladies. The first one is another full coverage, but this one is very close to being finished. This is my quick stitch Spring to Life. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to knock you down. Okay. So here's my progress on this. You can see I'm very, very close. I think I'll have like 3,000 stitches left on this. I had stitched all the black and then I filled in. So now I'm just kind of filling in. So, there's just stitches here and there. And what I was doing is just kind of going through the stitches that had the most and going ahead and filling those in and finishing those off until I get to the ones that only have one or two stitches scattered throughout. So like I said, if I get 500 stitches or so in this, it'll be looking pretty good. This is another one that I also want finished this year. There's no reason not to finish this one this year. I really thought I'd finish it last year, and I got pretty close. So this will be one for that I hope to get a good bit done in those 4 days. All right, and the other one is Electra by Nora Corbett. One of the Bewitching Pixies, I think is what they are. So there she is. And I'm stitching her on, oh gosh, what is the name of this fabric? Let's see. Barnwood Lugana. So let's see which way it goes. I was hoping to get enough of this done so I would know the direction of it. Let me see here. Okay, I believe it goes like that. So there's my progress. This one is very hard to stitch on because this fabric is so dark. So this is not my favorite one to stitch on. The fabric is actually darker than it's showing up. It's really almost a brown. So anyway, but we'll see what happens in 4 days of stitching on this. Maybe I will get far enough to where I will be able to enjoy this. And I'm thinking about not stitching her wings. I don't really like her wings. So I'm thinking of not stitching her wings. So I did another one of Gwen, and she doesn't have wings. And I don't think I want to do the wings on her. So if I can figure out how, I'm going to not do her wings. All right, so those are the two Whip Go. So then let me show you the summer projects that I'm looking at working on. First is Stitching with the Housewives, Yard Sauce. And this is on black. I think it's the charcoal. And I don't have much of a start at all, so definitely want to make some progress on this one. So, but this one, once you get going on it, it does go kind of fast. So I'm hoping that I can at least get some more of the words done. So I'm going to work on that one. Then I'm also going to work on S is for Strawberries. You saw this one. I stitched on this one not too long ago. This is by Little Dove Designs. Another one that's perfect for summer. The strawberries. And this is being stitched on. The thing kind of got torn off. Let's see. Celadon 14 count. And whoops. And there's my progress on that one. As you remember last time I made good progress, so I expect to make pretty good progress on this one too. Hoping to at least get down to like right there where the blue, that first section. So make progress on this one. Excited to work on that one. And another one. That's summer. Let's see. But I can kind of consider summer, and that's All Fun at the Fair. Also by Little Dove Designs. And this is on a special fabric I got from here it is. it doesn't have a name. It's just a 14 count Charles Craft, but it's a mottled green. So let's see. I had to restart it. I started it here, and then I realized that that was like the greener part, and so I turned it over so that the top is blue, more like the sky. So I started this one over, and that's kind of my restart. Stitching it on the other corner, that's more blue, and so the bottom is more of the green. So I think I will like that much better. So that's fun at the fair. Oops, hang on, my papers are falling. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, and then some 4th of July projects I'd like to work on. I have, they're all primrose. I was gonna say 2 are primrose, but actually they're all primrose. First is Patriotic Picnic. And here's some progress on that one. So I kind of got the border started and then starting to do the little flags. And then the other one is Star Spangled Banner. That's that one. There you go. And these are both stitched on the tea-dyed Monaco Charles Craft that you can get. It's a very stiff fabric. I don't like this fabric at all, but I'm so far into it that I'm gonna power through. So, and once I get going on and get used to it, I'm okay. It's just that I'm not used to it, so it takes a while to get used to the stiffness of it. So those are those. And then I also want to get some more done on 4th of July rules, since I didn't get to work on it this month for May. So that's this one. And I'll show you again where I was. And that's right there. So again, hoping to get another, banner done at least on this one. Okay, so those are the summer projects I'm hoping to work on. But I'm also in kind of a new start mood. I have a lot of summer projects that I kind of like to start. So I'm going to show you them. I may not start all of these, but I do plan to, start a couple of these. The first one, what I plan to start on the first day of summer, I want to start the summer lady in the Tammy series by Brooks Books. And this is what she looks like. I think this will be just so much fun to stitch for summer, for the first day of summer. And it's going to be stitched on that same fabric that I stitched the winter one on, and that's this. So I'm super duper excited. This is 32 count Petit Point Red Natural linen. I don't usually stitch on linen, but for some reason this I can stitch on without too much trouble. So I'm super duper excited to stitch this one. And this, I feel like I can get pretty far on this because this doesn't have, it's got a lot of little motifs. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. So that will be for sure a new start. And like I said, I'm thinking about doing that first day of summer. Okay. All right. Another one that I would like to start is one of my Stitchers Quarterly called Hello Summer. Makes sense. So I'm not a real fan of the fabric, the navy blue. I feel like it should be something brighter, but I don't know, maybe the colors just, will really pop on the navy. Because here's the colors. So, the colors, will probably look really good on that. Probably good to be on a dark fabric. The colors will really pop on it. So, anyway, so I'm looking forward to starting that one. I have a kit that I may start This is an old kit. I've already got the fabric, the floss all sorted and ready. And this is a Sunset Beauty on the Beach. I just absolutely love this. Love the simplicity of it. So I'd like to start this one. I think that would be a fun one. And I'm going to use just the called for fabric, which is 18 count Ivory Aida. So I'm really hoping to get a start on this one. That one is super pretty. And the last one, this is going to be my challenging one to start. I've been real intimidated by this one. So that's why I haven't started it yet, but now that I'm semi-retired, I felt like this may be the time that I can do it. And that is Seaside Kingdom by Mirabilia. I've had this one for a while. When they did the special reprint, I got this one. I've got all the beads. I've got the acrylics. But here's what makes it intimidating to me is I'm doing it on this fabric. So that means I'm going to have to count and figure out where I'm going to start to make sure the kids are where they belong, the castle's where it belongs. So I'm going to have a day where I can just sit down and make sure I have everything going in the right place. If anybody has any suggestions on how to make that an easier task, let me know. But as soon as I saw this fabric, I knew this is what I wanted it stitched on because it's just perfect. But I just need to figure out the logistics of how to place it. But I would love to start this one this summer. Because like I said, I've had it for several years. And I just think it's going to be so awesome with that blue sky. It's going to be so great. So great. I'm super excited. So those are my plans. Like I said, several new starts. All summery, fun projects that I'm really in the mood to stitch on. So, so let me look. So I have just a little bit of haul to show you. I needed, when I got ready to do the June calendar crates, I didn't have any of the floss. I didn't have any of those colors. So I had to order some floss, and I decided, well, since I had to do that, I might as well order some patterns. So I bought 3 little Stitch Girl patterns that I've had on my wish list for a while that I thought were cute. In fact, this one I may actually start also if I have fabric for it. I didn't even think about that. This one. Firework Lane. I love the fireworks. I love the way she's got the fireworks on those. It's so awesome. So yeah, I really, really, really like this a whole lot. So this one may be started also. The other one I got is Fa La 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 Lane. And I love this one because I love how Santa's going down the chimney. Little feet sticking out. Got the reindeer. Little elf and the snowman. I just thought this one was super cute. Super cute. I like that. And then the last one is Haunted Hill Road. Also by Little Stitch Girl. This Halloween one. Again, I love all the bats. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a ghost. And there's a skeleton and a witch. So fun. So fun. I love the colors of the houses, the purple and the orange and the green. A real fun stitch. I think this is going to be a really, really fun stitch. So I'm very anxious to start this one also. So real happy with these 3. And they're all kind of the same size. So I'm thinking of kind of finishing them to where I could, switch them out. I also have August Avenue, the August one. So I need the spring one. But then, can have the Halloween one, and then I can also have the fall one. So I'm happy with those. I thought those were very cute. So that's about it for me. Hope you enjoyed seeing my plans and seeing my progress. If you have any questions, leave those down below, and I will answer those for you. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you the end of June. Okay, bye.